I've chosen is a specialist instructor for outdoor education, and this is for canoeing at a company called PGL. So the purpose of the job is to deliver a canoeing session, so be able to teach people how to canoe and paddleboard sports safely and accurately to large and small groups. So roles and responsibilities of this job is obviously you need to know what you're talking about in order to deliver the activities safely so that no one gets hurt, as you have a duty of care to look after the participants. Also, if there's any equipment involved, it's your personal responsibility to repair and maintain the equipment to a good standard so that no equipment causes any injuries to the participants as well. So the salary for this job is 19,000 per year, and the hours are 9 hours a day, 6 days a week. But the qualifications they'd like you to have for this job is a British Canoe Union Level 2 kayak or canoe coaching qualification. So this is essential for this job, as you need to know what you're talking about, and you need to know how to complete the skill in order for the participants to be safe, but also so that they have fun and they enjoy what they're doing. Also, it's essential to have a first aid qualification, as equipment is involved and some dangers and hazards might occur, so you need to know what you're doing in order to keep everyone safe. Also with this job, because it is in water, water can be dangerous, so there's a huge health and safety aspect to this job. You need to make sure that you know where all participants are at the same time, and you need to make sure that they're comfortable when completing the skills and comfortable when they might not complete the skill right and then fall in the water. Linking with this, you need to be a good team player and have good communication skills and be approachable, as you'll be working within a team to complete different activities. So relating this job to me, personally, I feel that the salary is a problem, as I don't feel I would be financially stable if I earned that per year. And also, I wouldn't like to work 9 hours for 6 days a week, because I feel that the work doesn't reflect the pay, as I feel that this is quite a demanding job and it involves a lot of time and effort to be able to conduct these activities safely with large groups of people. So I feel that this job maybe doesn't give you a lot of time to rest, and this could cause problems in the future, as you might become stressed and exhausted. So relating this to me, I feel that this job isn't suited for financial reasons, but also for working hours. Adding to this, for this job, the travel is a problem, as it's very far away, so it will cost a lot of money to get there each day, so it isn't practical, because this job is in Essex and I live very far away from Essex, so it just wouldn't be practical travelling there each day, and I'd have to move up there, which I don't want to do, as I'm comfortable where I am. However, there is a positive to this job, as there is a chance within the job to get further qualifications, such as paddleboarding qualifications and other sports like this. This would be good, as I could add it to my CV and then get better jobs in the future. Also, I like the type of job because it's outdoors. You're working with it in a team environment, and you're doing a fun sport. So I feel that this job will be would be very enjoyable, and I would enjoy working because the environment that I'd be working in would be relaxed and just fun. The next job I've chosen to look at is a psychologist. So this is a sports psychologist working with an elite netball team in Bath. So the purpose of the job is to simply provide athletes with psychological counselling relating to their performance. So to help them develop techniques of dealing with maybe stress, anxiety when they go out onto the court, and just helping them relax when playing so that their performance levels increase so that they play better. Also, this job involves working closely with the coaches and team that supports the netball team. So they need to have good communication skills and be patient and organised in order to get the right techniques for the different athletes so that the individual needs are catered for. With this job, the qualifications they like you to have is a first degree in psychology and a first degree in sport and exercise psychology as well. Also, they'd like you to have a BASES accreditation, as it is essential for doing research, so that you're trusted as a researcher and your points are taken seriously. Also, they'd like you to have experience with working with a range of different athletes so that you know how to deal with different people in certain situations. So relating this job to me personally, one of the positives to this is the actual job. I find psychology behind sport and how athletes think when they're playing the sport really interesting. So I'm more likely to concentrate and not lose interest if I took this job. And also I'll be working with a netball team and I have an interest in the sport and some knowledge of the sport too, which will help. Another positive for me is the salary and hours are really similar to the physiotherapy job, which is practical for me as the hours are not too long, so I won't lose concentration in what I'm doing. And the salary is practical in order for me to pay for living costs. The only problem with this job, however, is that it is in Bath, which means that the travelling aspect of this job would be very expensive every day for me to get there. And I don't live near, so it'd be a bit like the outdoor education, so specialist instructor. I'd have to move to the area, which personally I wouldn't want to do because I'm comfortable where I am. So the travel aspect is a huge deal for me because it's just very expensive for me to get there every day. I briefly mentioned it earlier, but within this job I'd be working in a team with an elite netball team. So it is a sport I'm interested in, which helps as I will be more concentrated in order to find different techniques to use with the athletes. And also because I have that knowledge of the sport, I know sometimes what they're going through, which helps maybe understand the right techniques to use because I have personal experience from dealing with anxiety and stress before a match. So looking at all the positive and negative aspects of each job in each different sector, I have placed them into order of preference relating to me. The reason why a physiotherapist is at the top of my list is because this is the job I'm most interested in. I would like to learn more about the anatomy side of the body and how it works in order to help people get better. Also, out of all the jobs I chose to look at, this was the most practical for me in terms of location and travel and cost to get to and from the job. So this was a key factor in my decision as well.